Hello and welcome day 14 and let's crack on. How you Nuala? So we'll go with our Tadasana, feet a little bit apart, enough apart to be able to get that pelvic tilt and the tummy on and really try and keep that throughout. Arms up and overhead and down. Bent or straight legs if it's two. Yeah. Wee bend can help you get into it. Halfway up and all the way down. And chair. We're not going to do the wide leg. So tummy and up and down. Tadasana. Arms overhead. Swan dive all the way down. Halfway back. With room for the wall. And all the way down. Bend your knees. Chair. And up. Nuala, that's lovely. You could join us, but you're kind of in Tadasana. Arms overhead and swan dive. You're on the notes. And forwards. Are halfway and then all the way down. Bend your knees. Chair. All the way up. Tadasana. We'll move on. We'll go in for a triangle. Arms up. All the way down. Halfway back. All the way down. Downward dog. And triangle. Step forwards. Straighten the leg. Remember that. All on one plane. And to the floor. Opposite side. And up. Arriving all at the same time in your best compromise of the final pose. Downward dog. Uttanasana. Staying low. Chair. And up. Arms down. Arms up again. All the way down. Halfway back. And all the way down. Hands to the floor. Downward dog. We'll do warrior two. And our lateral bend. Okay, back leg. Front leg. Stay low. Top shoulder. And come out like that. Sink into it. Lift the sternum. And so always get length to move. To the floor. Downward dog. Opposite side. Oh, wrong one. Stay low. Lift and side flex. Outside edge of the back leg. And down. Downward dog. Uttanasana. Stand low. Chair. And arms overhead. And Tadasana. And this time warrior one with a handy block waiting for us. Up. Swan dive. Halfway. And all the way. And downward dog. Outside of the block. Back leg. Heel down. Front leg. All the way. And sorry. Front leg. Apologies. Front leg. Hips still square to the front edge. Come up with that from the hip. Nothing in the lower back. Hello, mate. And up with the arms. And downward dog. Opposite side. Stay low, hips square to the short edge and come up from the pelvis. If the pelvis stops wanting to come up and it goes into your lower back, come a little higher. Try and get the pelvis, and then keep it as you go back in. And to the floor. Downward dog. It's our last round. Step forwards. Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Chair. Arms overhead. Tadasana. Right. Other way around, because we may have need of a chair. Slightly different. So I want us to come in from Uttanasana. You know, when you're doing this quickly, you can have a chair close by. Yeah. So I want us to, with some balance, stability, step back. So I'm a little bit too close, and then I want you to bend the knee and come up and into Warrior One. Up with the arms, and then as you bend forwards, straighten that front leg, hands to the chair. So straight back. Eventually it ends up down here somewhere, but to begin with, we get the long spine. Check in with this hip. It should be there. And the heel maybe a little bit more out. Okay. Find the tummy. And then bend your knee. Bring the heel a little bit in. Up and into downward dog. That leg switches on as I come up. Straighten and step. Opposite side. So from here into Uttanasana. Not quite room enough to hang my head, and then step back. So if you're wobbly, stability here. If you can, step back and find the block. Just make sure your ankle is safe. Warrior One. Up with the arms. Come forwards, straighten the leg, keeping the hips square towards the front and the heels slightly out. Parsvattanasana. Again, if you're hyperextending, you don't just sit on the lock joint. In fact, none of us do. If you're hyperextending, you want to have the bend, but as small a bend as you can get away with. So bend enough to be able to control the knee joint so it's not accidentally snapping into hyperextension. Everybody else, you know, if you're not hypermobile, just make sure it's not locked back. It's a little bit of softness at the end. It doesn't just push into its lottie owl talk. Bend the knee and come up. Warrior One. Straighten and step. Okay, and let's do that. Let's do that again. So we'll come in from the back foot. Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1. Sternum lifting, bend the knee. So tailbone's down, tummy's on, and you can bend the knee as much as you can get away with the pelvis control. Okay. Come up and bend forward, straighten the leg. Hip. It's kind of going to there, to the missing foot. There we go. And the heel just a little out. And take the time to correct it, just so that the heel is supporting, not your arch. Okay, bend and up. Step your feet together. And let's go from the other side. Heel, step forwards. Hips square to the short edge. Bend your knee. Warrior One. Bend forward, straighten the leg. Heel slightly out and repositioned. Correct your hip if you need to. And lengthen through your spine, Parsvattanasana. Okay, and then forwards. Let's go into that full Uttanasana. Straight or bent leg. Chair. And up. And let's see. Okay, so to the floor. To the floor, my friends. Chair to one side. In tabletop, tailbone down, or tailbone, yeah, lengthen that way, tummy switched on. Keep the hips level, knees quite close together. One, straighten out behind, keep the tummy switched on. And the other side, don't lose it in the tummy, and don't arch in the back to get up there. It's a hip movement, hip and glutes. Other side. And second time, second side. Remember, we're not doing that. And back. And then just to progress that, you're working on opposites. So tummy switched on, stabilize, and find that straight line without bending in the middle. Whatever your compromise is on it. And back. And tummy switched on. Keep that grip. And so I'm lengthening into the back heel. There we go. Back to the mat. And continue on. So you got your 10 minutes done. Feel free to move on through with that. And I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll get the furniture out of the way again and we'll crack on. Okay. Namaste.